Hello, Cancer, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus signs. Welcome to Crystal Clarity. We are going to be doing a new moon and Capricorn spread, kind of see what your intentions are, what you're looking to grow, as well as touching a little bit on what you may have released during the full moon in Cancer. So to get started here, I have been getting a feeling that you may have been involved in a situation or a connection that was not the healthiest. And I mean that in the sense that this situation or connection could have been with somebody who was just very demanding of you, maybe a little bit controlling of you as well, having a lot of expectations of you and what you're doing, and having kind of like this air of authority over you. I do feel like you're aware of it, and you may have even, made moves or done things on your end to kind of change things for the better and tried to kind of get away from this situation or from this person. But I feel like it may have come as kind of a little bit of a surprise to you, because I do feel like you may not have been paying attention to your intuition about this person or the situation, or it just could have been, somebody that was close to you that you thought you knew really well or thought that you could trust. And it turns out that they did not have your best interests, or, were really just trying to control you or try to hold power over you in some way. And so it may have been a little bit of a wake-up call of just like, I didn't even realize who this person was or what exactly was going on, how bad this situation was. But like I said, I do feel like you're aware of it. I do feel like you may have already, made some necessary changes to get away from this situation or from this person. But let's go ahead and see what you have released since the full moon. So what has Cancer released, please? What has Cancer released? Okay, so we've got the Hanged Man here with the World in the reverse. So I definitely feel like you might have gone through a little bit of a waiting period here, because there was something that didn't have the desired outcome that you were seeking that happened. It feels like you were really hoping for ultimate fulfillment with something, or that moment of success and completion and I did it, victory kind of feelings. And it feels like that didn't happen, or it just was delayed in some way. And you might have really spent a lot of time thinking and reflecting on why things didn't work out the way that you had hoped. You may have had to kind of sacrifice a lot to even try to go for this thing or situation or desire that you wanted to, see to that success. You may have sacrificed a lot to even get that going. And so, you had to kind of go through some personal reflection, I feel, in order to maybe let go of any disappointments, or, if you were feeling like you really did everything that you could and just, were given a bad hand. It's like you had to kind of come to terms with that. We do have the Three of Swords at the bottom of the deck here. So I do feel like, this is something that really had you kind of heartbroken. And it doesn't even necessarily mean it has to be a connection or anything like that. It could be, but I feel like you really wanted something, like you wanted to accomplish something like big on a grand scale. And when that delay came in, or when that, you know, those challenges came in, whatever it was, it really kind of put you through it, as far as just like, you felt pretty sad about it. You felt like, you know, some grief over that, most definitely. And you may have just spent a lot of time during the full moon coming to terms with this and trying to let go of all of these feelings, or at least give yourself a safe space to let them out so that you could let them go. But where is Cancer currently then? What is going on with Cancer currently, please? Okay, so we've got the Queen of Pentacles with the Six of Cups. So I do first and foremost feel like, I mean, you could be dealing with an earth sign, but this could be your energy as well. I feel like you're really focused on your stability, focused on, you know, maybe building a home, building a comfortable life for yourself. And, you know, that may be where part of that disappointment came from with the energy above. But you are really, you know, seen being like a nurturing, stable, reliable source right now. You know, really focused in on your abundance, your comfort, your progress, you know, being very practical as well. But with that, we do, of course, we have the Six of Cups here. So, you know, you could be dealing with a connection that's been in your life for quite some time. But it could also just be, Cancer is a very nostalgic sign, right? They can get very caught up in like memories and old feelings and stuff like that. And so you might be thinking fondly on, you know, past memories, thinking about your childhood, or yeah, spending a lot of time with somebody who has been in your life since childhood. But, you know, this is a very like nostalgic energy that's happening right now. And it could be, you know, from your past disappointments. Now you're in a spot where it's like, yeah, you do want to be, you know, practical, and you do want to, you know, continue to build upon the foundation you already have. But there is just kind of like this, like, oh, like, you know, remembering the good times kind of energy from before. So what is starting to emerge for Cancer, please? Okay. So a lot of the other signs that I've done already, I feel like what's been emerging is more like kind of like a thought or an idea. But I feel like for you, we've got the Ace of Pentacles, the Knight of Cups. So I feel like you might actually have like a new financial opportunity coming your way. It doesn't necessarily have to be like a new job. I mean, it could be a new job, new way of making money, new financial means, but it also could be something new within the home. It could also be something that somebody is going to offer you as well, like a new, like some sort of gift, or offering you some sort of financial stability. But I see you moving towards this with the Knight of Cups, like feeling very creative, like you feel excited, you do want to move towards this. You know, you might have a lot of ideas already, a lot of creativity already related to this new beginning. And so I see you really kind of forging ahead and going and moving ahead. And it may bring in a lot more emotional balance for you as well. We also, again, we have the devil in the reverse here. So you could have felt really stuck after, you know, the delays from the energy above. But I do feel you kind of like breaking free of whatever's been holding you down, whatever's been holding you back. You might, again, like I said, have to make some sort of necessary change. And I see you doing that. And it looks like you are going to have some sort of new beginning coming in for you that may offer you kind of that freedom that you're looking for. So what is it that Cancer wishes to grow? What are your intentions? Everybody getting the Seven of Pentacles in their reading. And it makes sense. You know, it's the new moon in Capricorn, thinking a lot about our efforts, what it is that we're putting all of our time and our energy and our work into, and if that's something that's going to be sustainable for us in the future. Is that stable? Is that reliable? Is that going to bring me a lot of investments? And I don't mean just financially, just as far as like, you know, can I invest in this for my future, you know, emotionally, mentally, everything. So we've got the Seven of Pentacles in the reverse with the Four of Cups. So what I feel like you are wishing to grow is like, again, there is some sort of like dissatisfaction with where you currently are and how far you've come. I feel like you are feeling just a little bit like disappointed, or like you haven't quite gotten where you'd like to go, is what I feel. You know, there might be even some sort of idleness, like in the sense of just like you're feeling a little bit like, where is this going exactly, you know? And I feel like what you want to grow is like you want to kind of figure things out. Like you're looking, like there's a lot of pentacles here that keep coming out, and it's like I feel like you're looking for stability, like you're looking for that like security and that like comfort. And it's like moving forward, you really want to be intentional about like, I'm not going to make the same mistakes I've made in the past, or like find myself in positions where I end up just being disappointed again and again. It looks like you're trying to kind of find the lesson here. Like you want to figure things out so that you can get that world in the upright from above, you know? That's like your ultimate goal. And we have the King of Wands here at the bottom of the deck. So I feel like, yeah, like you're very much in kind of like a powerful position right now, where you're like, you might even be thinking about, you know, being a leader in some way, maybe, you know, being your own boss, starting your own business, or at least moving into a leadership position within a project or work or whatever it is. And I feel like that's what you really want for yourself. Like you want to be the one calling the shots. You want to be the one who has the creative freedom to do what it is that you want to do. And so that's what you're looking to invest in moving forward. And so how are you going to bring your goals into fruition? Okay. So we had the King of Pentacles come out, the Devil in reverse, and the Knight of Swords in the reverse as well. So this Devil in the reverse just like had to come out, didn't it? It just like kept coming up. But I feel like what's going to help you here, again, like we have the King of Pentacles here. So both your masculine and your feminine energy, like your yin and your yang, are both focused on growth and abundance and prosperity and status and material success, right? And that's not necessarily a bad thing at all. They're both in the upright. But we do have this Devil here in the reverse with the Knight of Swords. So I feel like, you know, there, again, like I keep talking about, like there's some sort of like necessary changes, right, that need to be made in order to prevent you from being held back when it comes to your goals. But with the Knight of Swords here, like there's also just a need to make sure that in order to get out of this Devil energy, you're not being like impulsive and not just like taking action for action's sake. Excuse me. You know, because the Knight of Swords in the reverse, this can be very like impulsive energy. This can be a little bit like scattered and kind of erratic as well. And so it may be that like in your quest here to, you know, create all this stability for yourself, and to try to get away from this Devil energy, you know, you just want to make sure that you're being careful and that like if it isn't speaking to your inner truth and your you know, what you truly believe in, then it's not worth going after. We also have the Two of Cups here, funnily enough, at the bottom of the deck. So you may have somebody here in your life who, you know, this is the soulmate card. So this could be a lover. This could be a really, really good friend as well. But you definitely have like the mutual support of somebody around you to help you through this as well. So don't be afraid to like lean on somebody else for support, lean on your partner, you know, in order to kind of make rational decisions and to make sure that you're moving forward towards something that really makes sense for you. You know, consulting with your partner, consulting with your close friend, because this is a connection that you have around you that is full of love, full of mutual respect, full of mutual trust. So this is somebody that you can really, you know, rely on, who may also really help you here with your goals. So I feel like we already answered it, but what are the outside influences for you to help you bring your goals into fruition? I don't know if I want all these cards. It's kind of a lot. What are the outside influences, please? Okay. So we've got Judgment coming out with the Hermit in the reverse. So there's a lot of major arcana here. I do feel like this is somewhat of a big deal in your life. But yeah, I definitely feel like you're gonna have some sort of epiphany or awakening moment where things just kind of click into place for you, especially since what your intentions are, what you're trying to grow is like you do want to spend some time reflecting. You do want to get to the bottom of why you keep finding yourself disappointed, why things keep not working out for you. And so I do think that you're going to definitely have some sort of moment where it all just kind of makes sense for you. This Hermit in the reverse, however, I mean, just, you just need to make sure that you're giving yourself the time and the space to have like this quiet, reflective period. Be careful as well, just like that energy I was getting in the beginning, that you might have some people around you who you think you can trust that you really can't. Be careful of that. This Hermit in the reverse can indicate people around you who may be offering you advice and wisdom that aren't the best. So just be aware of that. But make sure that you're giving yourself time to really listen to your own inner guidance as well. Again, we have the Three of Swords popping up at the bottom of the deck. So I feel like part of this may have to do with, you know, again, kind of like a moment of understanding when it comes to like why you had to go through this heartbreak or why this heartbreak occurred. And it's definitely going to, like, once that moment happens, you're gonna have like clarity like you haven't had before, where everything just kind of makes sense and you're going to be able to like clearly see your path in front of you, or like what needs to happen moving forward. So what's the advice for Cancer? What is the advice? Okay, so we got We the Hathors, deep love, mother's milk, birth as a portal. So I do feel like, you know, there is a need for you to like, I do feel like this new beginning here with this Ace of Pentacles and the Knight of Cups, like I was saying, like, this is putting it in better words than what I was trying to say, but I do feel like it's going to be kind of like this portal for you to move away from a lot of this devil energy that you have here. But yeah, like there's a need for you to kind of see this new beginning as a door that is opening for you to really receive a whole lot more than what you're receiving right now, like real deep intense love, you know, for yourself, for those around you. Yeah, I'm actually gonna pull out the book on this one because I feel like there may be some specific information in here that you need to know. Where is it? There we go. Yeah, so this is the card of extreme potency, of creation, of birth. You're being called to mother yourself and others around you, to surrender to your sacred femininity, to create and surrender to your own creations, to hold and be held. You may be going through a transition right now, moving from one way of being to another. If so, you're being reminded that you're cradled in a sacred container, that you're more held than you can possibly imagine, and you have access to more love than your heart can bear. So yeah, if you're struggling through this is reassurance that things are going to work out. You're not alone in this. You are definitely being protected as you move through this. And I feel like that's a really like reassuring card for Cancer to get as well, like somebody who really does kind of need that, like, I don't want to say like need extra cradling, that sounds awful, like just needing, you know, that tender, nurturing touch, you know? And that's what this card is all about, like being that for yourself, being that for others, letting others be that for you. Because you are definitely going through some changes here. What else for Cancer, please? Yeah, so we've got unfolding coming out. Now, this card is definitely about new beginnings as well. It's about things unfolding for you, but it's also about kind of like unfolding parts of ourselves that we may not be accessing or not allowing ourselves to touch. Letting ourselves kind of bring parts of ourselves out to the light that maybe haven't necessarily been seen. So you might be relying on kind of new skills, new talents, things, new ways of being that are within you, that are currently unfolding. What else for Cancer, please? What else? Yeah, so we've got a door to the infinite coming out. Now, this is definitely about that same idea of like using birth as a portal, and seeing that like with this door being open, that there's a wealth of possibilities available to you, that like infinite wisdom, infinite love, infinite power, infinite success, like all of that could be yours, you know, and using this new beginning as a portal to really, oh my God, take in some of that energy. I am creator being at the bottom. So yeah, recognizing that you are the creator of your destiny. You are the creator of your story, right? You can see one door closing as something that's very like sad and depressing, but you could see another door opening as a door to the infinite. Infinite possibilities, infinite answers. What else for Cancer, please? So we've got a time for healing coming out. And yeah, I mean, I do feel like we've got the devil here, we've got the world in the reverse. There's both the devil's in the reverse as well. We've got the Three of Swords. So, you know, whatever is still kind of, like whatever wound is still kind of open within your heart, there's a need for you to spend some time really letting yourself heal, really letting yourself feel those emotions so that you can release them. Whoa, lots of cards wanting to come out. Okay, so the first one we had coming out was passion and purpose. Your enthusiasm gives you energy and motivation to work on a meaningful project that's dear to your heart. And we've got love life. New or renewed romantic love is here for you. And purification and detoxification. It's a time to release physical and energetic toxins from your life. So yeah, I mean, with this new beginning that's coming in, it's very well, like with the Knight of Cups here, I do feel like it is something that does speak to your heart. It does speak to something that you truly, you know, have a lot of investment in emotionally as well, and feel very guided towards. And it does feel, I did have the Two of Cups coming up, so, getting out of this, like, energy of the world in the reverse of just feeling like you didn't get your moment, or that you kind of got to the end and everything was delayed. Kind of spending some time moving away from that and moving towards this new beginning is probably most definitely going to bring in new loving energy for yourself as you kind of do spend time healing. And then purification and detoxification. Yes, it is most definitely time for you to release, any negativity that you're still holding in your heart in regards to this. Anything that still is like holding you down, holding you back with this devil energy. And you'll be surprised like how much lighter you feel as a result. And I say that, and we've got wellness here at the bottom. The recovery of health and wellness is here. So that was it, Cancer. That was the reading. Thank you so much for being here as always. If anything resonated with you at all, please do like, subscribe, comment. All of the above would be much appreciated. And we'll see you next time for the full moon reading. Bye, guys.